Hi everybody, how you doing? I hope you're enjoying this channel. If you are, press like and subscribe. Pod and deliver, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Hey there, welcome to Pod and Deliver. Ruben, today we have an article titled Ex-School Board Member Accused of 93,000 Embezzlement Scheme at Burbank Unified. And this was dated October 3rd, 2025, LA Times. Ruben, I know you took a look at this article, but I guess we had, recently we had Herman Serta on talking about some maybe possible embezzlements at his district. And reading this, I'm thinking, man, this is probably happening in a lot of places because the article inferred that maybe these people wouldn't have got caught, but somebody was asking a couple questions and they saw, wait a minute, where's this money going to? And basically, it was a school board member who was paying herself for note. Somebody was a friend of hers, I think a friend or relative, was taking notes at the school board meeting. You know, every school board meeting has to have notes taken and then also presented to the public. And so I guess they had backlogged all these notes that hadn't been really typed out, and so they paid this firm like 90,000 plus dollars, and it really was going to the school board member into her pocket, and so that's just coming out. Obviously, this I guess we could say alleged because it's not hasn't she hasn't been convicted of this yet, but the reality is, Ruben, I was thinking, God, all this again goes out of the hands of children, students, teachers, and how many board members across the country are doing this. Maybe not a lot, but at least we know of two situations. And so it just kept, left a bad taste. I think other people who aren't in education have a bad taste sometimes when they see this and they read this in the LA Times that people like who are supposed to be, accountable to the district and to the families of these students, and they're taking advantage of it. And I even think about our own district, and there's been a couple of shady things that I've seen. I'm like, oh, that doesn't look too hot. And I feel like if they were to investigate out of the USD sometimes that they might find some dirt. But no, for sure they would. But what are your thoughts on all this, Rube?
Yes, I'm sure there are people watching this and saying, "Oh, but what about the many, many, many people who are doing the right thing?" And I agree, there are many people who don't embezzle funds, but it is hard to read an article like this on the heels of the Serda discussion we had, where there was real financial improprieties. You can't help but ask, how many more of these? And I remember a school I taught at. There was issues with this and there was kickbacks, and it kind of is easy to do if you think about how um, there's these programs, right, similar to the one described in Burbank, that schools order that there's these just kind of workshops, and there's different programs, and there's different and then uh, admins get caught up in certain, we don't want to call them fads, but certain teaching strategies that vary year to year. And those cost upwards of six figures sometimes. It's kind of easy to lose accountability sometimes. And it's frustrating when you see stories like this because, the students are impacted. Um, it's fascinating too and frustrating. One line from the article talks about there was a admin who signed off for this superintendent to get paid, to get upward of
Right.
$90,000. And the answer as to why is, well, she's kind of hurting for money right now. Hey, come on. We've all been there. Stop it. And there's no excuse for that. This is so sad. This is our money. This is the taxpayers' money. And so um, we and then look at what this, I don't know how Burbank's doing. I'm sure they're doing a little bit better than other
I think
districts,
so.
but still, I know for sure there's students with special needs in that district and need extra support that could use those funds. So what are you gonna say except it's sad?
Yeah, and with that, I mean, I think the whole idea is that we want better, we want accountability, and I think we need to continue to demand that. And so things like this come up, we need people to investigate. And then if there's any questions in your district, I mean, I think you need to speak up. There's always these whistleblowers and they feel like, oh, should I speak up? But you got to do it. Think about it for the kids. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining us and we'll see you soon on Pod and Deliver. Have a good evening. Bye bye.